Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that I freaking love about MapleStory, and yes, it's going to sound cringe, but I seriously and second of all, this is not sponsored by Nexon. Like, nobody is paying me to do this, to make these videos. Like, I'm not even part of the Bean per Jade thingy where all the YouTubers, the MapleStory YouTubers are part of. Like, I'm not part of that. Like, I don't think I would join that. I just make videos on my own. Like, yeah. But anyways, let's get right into it. So 5 things that I love about MapleStory. I wrote a list of things on my notepad over here while I do dailies. I'm just gonna read it out while I do dailies. So number 1 is you can do anything you want in this game. Like, you can do anything, dude. Like, you can it's a side-scrolling 2D pixel RPG kind of game where you just progress through this really beautiful pixel world. You know, it's a great escape from reality, especially when you're like, you know, you hate your shitty job, your life, whatever. It's just a different world from, you know, our reality, our mundane reality. You know, sometimes, you know, our life sucks and you just escape to MapleStory, the world of MapleStory. And it sounds cringe, but it's true. And like, this has always been the slogan for MapleStory ever since like the late 2000s when they, you know, first pushed out this game for advertising on TV. I remember like back in the old days, I was watching MapleStory commercials on the TV in like 2006 or something. I was like, wow, what is this game? And that's when I found out about MapleStory, because back then like MapleStory was like the most popular game. But yeah, I've played this game since I was a child, and I've always loved like the fantasy aspect of this game. Like, it's just like a pixel RPG, and like it's kind of like anime-esque. It's like Korean. It's a Korean video game, it's very anime inspired. You can tell it's like chibi, pixelated stuff. Even if you don't like anime, I think a lot of people who don't watch anime love MapleStory. But yeah, and I mean, like, everyone skips over the MapleStory dialogue, and like nobody reads the story most of the time. I mean, some people read the story, some people are lore enjoyers from MapleStory, but I just feel like people don't care about the lore. Like, I feel like the world building in MapleStory is pretty convincing, and like every single area in MapleStory is just so beautiful. Like, I think we like look at it, we overlook it, but it's just so like well drawn. It's like pixels, but it's like amazing. I love looking at like the scenery of MapleStory, truly. Yeah, every time they release like new content from MapleStory, I'm just like so excited. Like, they release like a bunch of new areas that are coming out for KMS. And they're going to give us more like high-leveled areas like 280, 285 because I'm almost level 285. But anyways, yeah, they just keep updating. They keep giving us like new content. I'm like so excited to see like what is happening next. That's what I love about MapleStory. It just motivates me to train even further, just slowly. Like, I don't even have to do much. I just do Monster Park and I do dailies, and I just, you know, enjoy the ride, because MapleStory just keeps pumping out ideas. And that brings me to number 2. Holy crap, there's a rune in this map. Let me just go ahead and do that real quick. So number 2 is that there's a lot of new updates pretty much every year. Like, things get easier for MapleStory. Like, you know, like they keep making us stronger. Like, you know, they make there's 6 jobs coming out, so they're just gonna make things like we're all gonna get really strong. I think 6th job is pretty much like everyone gets a bind and like an iframe, which is really fucking broken, and like that's gonna make bosses a lot easier. So like, if you've struggled in the past in MapleStory, I think that just makes things a lot easier, and I appreciate that they're trying to like streamline everything for, you know, everyone to experience endgame. You know, like all the beginner players who couldn't really reach endgame, they can definitely like experience even more strength level, and then obviously the people on the top of the game who are like really strong hardcore players, they can, you know, get even stronger. But yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed the pattern. It's just getting easy. Like, every year we're getting like really good updates. Every like December we get like a huge update. Every summer we get another huge update. It's like every 6 months it's a cycle. That's just how they run things. But yeah, they're gonna release 6th job by the end of this year, and I'm like so excited to see like all of the new updates. If you guys follow all of the channels, like what's that guy's name, X3 Iran, and like, I guess Copper Sam, like some people, they give us like little updates for the future. So I'm just so excited to see like what is in store. And like, you know, as long as Black Mage gets killed even easier and easier each year, you know, new bosses get pushed to the meta, and then old bosses become a lot easier. Like, I'm just so excited to see like MapleStory like grow. And like, I think a lot of people, they hate MapleStory now because it's like, oh my god, it's so different than the old days. That's why they, you know, they're so nostalgic, and they're like, oh, you know, rose tinted glasses. But it's like, new MapleStory is great, and if you enjoyed old MapleStory and you appreciate it for what it is back then yeah, that's fine. You don't have to mope about the past. Like, it's fine. Like, there's so many new updates, and I'm one of those people who's like more like liberal in terms of like, I love seeing new things change. I love seeing, you know, change is necessary. So I think MapleStory like getting all these updates every year is like so valid. Like, I don't think people who, you know, see through rose-tinted glasses and are like, oh my god, I miss old MapleStory nostalgia, blah blah blah. Like, this game it has to change. Like, games do not survive unless they change. So that's why I'm just like, I kind of cringe when people are like talking about nostalgia. Like, I do talk about nostalgic stuff about MapleStory all the time, but it's like, who cares, man? Like, it's a game that needs to update, and it's otherwise it's gonna be prehistoric. I mean, this game is pretty old anyways, so like, what are you crying about? You know what I mean? But anyways, that was just my rant for people who are like, you know, nostalgia. I mean, there's nothing wrong being nostalgic for MapleStory, but it's like, I've been playing MapleStory since like 2006 or some shit, and like, it's just so different now, and I love it. And it's still the same. Like, we're using the same like pixel sprites, and it's just so nice to see. All right, so I am filming this during my dailies, so I'm gonna just do Monster Park. I'm gonna solo it real quick. Why is my boss damage so low? What the hell? Maybe I don't have the right legion. What is going on? Maybe it's the link skills. Maybe it's the link skills. I don't know, man. Why is it 389? What? That's not right. Maybe I summon from my familiars. It's probably that. Okay, let me summon my familiars. Yeah. Okay, summon. Okay, yeah, 509. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do a Monster Park solo. Before I do Monster Park solo, I'm going to do my green potion, my red potion, and then I'm gonna do my Great Blessing of the Guild, and then I'll use this, then I'll use my cider, and then, you know, I might as well use my guild skills just because, you know, it's on cooldown, off cooldown. And yeah, hopefully I don't die. Sometimes I die during Monster Park, but yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just solo Monster Park, and then I'll talk to you about number 3. So number 3 for me is that you can meet a lot of people in this game for in MapleStory via like guilds, friends, even trading if you're in reg server, or you know, if you're just bantering with someone in reboot, you know, because there's no trading reboot. You know, through Discord. Like, there's so many ways to make friends in MapleStory. If you're like a lonely person or you're like an introvert in real life, I think MapleStory is just like, you meet some really cool people in MapleStory. Like, obviously, I think honestly I can say this with like confidence, like a lot of people in MapleStory are like more introverted. Like, I can't say everyone in MapleStory is like super extroverted, but I feel like it's such a fun way to meet people across the world. Like, I've met so many people like from like Canada, from like Thailand, from Israel. Like, there's a lot of people in MapleStory who play in who are from Israel. I don't know, it's like something about this game is so popular in Israel, which I love. But yeah, I've met so many cool people from like different countries, and it's just like I get to learn about their politics and like how the way they live, and like maybe like their ex-girlfriend is like cheating on them or something. Like, this, like, I've had some crazy conversations with people. But my point is, like, number 3 is like you can meet so many cool people in MapleStory. Like, I definitely use it as like a kind of like a dating app, but for friends. Like, not like I'm not here to like date anyone on MapleStory because that's weird. Well, for me personally, not for everyone else maybe, but like I just use it to like talk to people across the world. It's so fun to like I talk to them through Discord mainly. Like, I meet them in game, and then I'm like, you know, we friend each other on my buddy list, and then we become friends, and then, you know, we talk about some crazy stuff. Like, I've had some really crazy conversations. Like, I've talked to people on Discord for hours and hours, like via call versus like, you know, like text. Like, sometimes I'll just have like someone like vent to me in my DMs like about their traumatic past, and like they just like, I'm like, I don't know why, I just love being a therapist. Something weird about me is like I like to like be like a fake therapist to people in their DMs. Like, I have them like trauma dump to me. This is a little TMI, I'm sorry, but I don't know, my point is like, it's just fun to see people, to connect with people in MapleStory. It's just so like, I don't know, it's just really, I don't know, it's like weird. Like, I'm weird, I guess. I don't know. I just like talking to people online because it's like, if you notice, like, people on like in like online video games and like strangers online, like that you've never met in person before, they tend to like trauma dump and like get really open with you because they don't know you in real life, so they don't feel like it's like, you know, like it's they don't feel like it's like they know you personally. So like, I feel like they feel like more obliged to, you know, like trauma dump. Oh, went too far. Like, trauma dump about their life. Like, people will like tell me like the deepest, most traumatic shit, and MapleStory is just like, I think that's so like it's not that I like want that from them, but it's like, it's the fact that they feel comfortable with me venting to them, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so like, it's so like, what's the word? I just love it. Like, it's so like you really trust me to like talk about this shit, and like they'll DM me about it in like Discord. I'm just like, oh my god, like, I'm so sorry to hear that, first of all, but then I don't know. But yeah, okay, let me go ahead and just summon the boss right here. But yeah, I mean, it's so it sounds corny, but I truly value some of the friendships that I've made at MapleStory, like even more than like some of my real life friends. Like I don't feel a deep connection with some of my real life friends, and I don't really care. I fully accepted that, you know. Like I'm more of an extrovert. A little bit something about me is like I'm a little bit more of an extrovert in real life. Like I do like to talk to people in real life. I like to be at parties and stuff, but sometimes I just want to be inside yeah, inside and like just playing MapleStory or something, like talking to people on my own free time. God, I'm not gonna find the boss. Oh, that sucks. I'm not gonna find the boss. Oh my god. Yeah, he's probably on the left side. God damn, the last place I checked. It's always the last place you checked for Monster Park. Alright, well, I'm just gonna redo all the mobs. Stupid. I've been buffed up for it, man. God damn. But, yeah, I mean, back to where I was. I think just two people bonding over a screen is just so, like, it's so magical. Like, I feel like people who talk to you about these things, it's like it's crazy because like we're talking about MapleStory, like we met through MapleStory, and it's like that's why I think MapleStory is so magical, is because it's like you can literally like you bond over like pixels. Like isn't that crazy? Like that's just weird to me. Like I don't know, it's just I love it. Like oh my god, okay, I'm gonna go on to the next one. So number 4 is that it's easy, it's not easy, but it's fun to progress in MapleStory. Like when you first start playing MapleStory, it's like, oh my god, when will I get to end game? You know, you're just worried about like, oh, I'm so weak right now. Like when you first start the game, like, oh, I don't have my symbols max. Like, oh my god, I have no power. And it's like once you get to like where I am, like I've been playing consistently for like the past 2 years, and like look at all of this stuff, guys. Like look at all this stat that I've got, and like it's crazy. Like this is just from me playing consistently for like the past like 2 years, and I feel like it's so rewarding to progress. Like sure, the most controversial, like one of the most controversial, the most controversial thing in MapleStory is the time gating, and like a lot of MMOs, you know, massively multiplayer online games, have the time gating feature, but like this is just normal. It's like the reason why time gating is a thing in MapleStory is because, or just any other game in general, is because they don't want you to beat the game in like one day. Like that'd be so boring. Like imagine if you could just download MapleStory and then like progress and then like, you know, beat Black Mage in 1 month. Like no, it takes like realistically like at least a couple of months or like a year to reach end game and just be able to like tackle these hard end game bosses. Like that is like the beauty of MapleStory. Like even though it's like it's so mundane to do your freaking dailies every day, and it's like oh my god, but it's like it feels like it kind of just feels like it's connected to real life, because if you think about real life is all about like daily routines. It's about going to work every day, 9 to 5, go to school, you know, like wake up every day. It's like it's a routine. Like MapleStory, it's like you do your arcane symbol dailies. I'm doing Monster Park right now as we speak, and it's just like it's about the progression, the fulfillment of like, oh, I've finally completed, like for example, I've finally completed my Sacred Force for Sanium, or Cernium. Sorry guys, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like so tired. Cernium. Like I finally finished this. I feel so like fulfilling to me, and I'm just like I want more now. It's like I don't know. I'm like I'm always wanting more. But yeah, MapleStory. That's why they keep making more content for MapleStory. I'm so excited to like see that. But yeah, it's just for me, it's just really fun to progress in MapleStory. I love how everything is just so what's the word, like it's just it's very drawn out. It's very like, you know, you can't beat the game. Like Rome wasn't conquered in one day or whatever. Rome wasn't built in one day, whatever that expression is. And that's basically for MapleStory. Like you can't beat MapleStory in 1 month. It takes like at least like you never beat MapleStory. Like there's always new content. Like that's just how they get us, I guess, you know, like whether that be our wallets or you know. But yeah, it's like I just like how MapleStory is very drawn out. I don't know. I just, people love, like MapleStory in Korea is known as like a very grindy MMO. So it's just the way it is, you know. Alright, so let's find this fucking monkey. Okay, he's not in the middle. I'm gonna pop this. Oh, did I just see him? No. I'm tripping. Guys, it's like 6 AM. I'm so tired. Anything on over here? No. Okay, it's on the left again. What the fuck, guys? Okay, I'm gonna use my last resort, quite literally, and then I'm going to, guys, if I don't find it, I'm gonna be like, okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna just mini burst here. He's gonna knock me up. God fucking damn it. I hate this shit. Okay, I'm gonna just, yeah, this is not my best run. Maybe I can kill it. No, I can probably kill it. I didn't use my Oz ring. Okay, We stop that stun. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill it. I fucked up. I fucked up pretty bad. I fucked up, you guys. I could have bursted it in one hit, but I canceled my burst. He canceled my burst by knocking me up. That's annoying. Okay, yeah. I've usually like one shot it. I don't know. Something's missing. Like, I don't know. Alright, so number 4 was that it's fun to progress even though it's time gating. Number 5, I'm going to talk about number 5 while I'm finishing Monster Park. The number 5 thing I love about MapleStory is, well, it's you know, it's a drum roll, it's the fucking nostalgia. Like, I love MapleStory because I've been playing this game for so freaking long, and it's like, my goodness, like, I remember, I'm going to go ahead and just put like old screenshots of MapleStory on the screen right now. MapleStory is so old. It's like over 20 years old. Like, some kids these days are not even as old as MapleStory. MapleStory is like the oldest freaking MMO, and it was so like prominent in the early 2000s. And like, it's the fact that it's still around, guys. Like, the fact that people still play MapleStory and they're like hooked to these goddamn pixels is like, it's saying something, you guys. Like, it's just, maybe it's just the way the game is. It's like kind of social. But it's also like the pixels and like the nostalgia. Like, I'm so drawn to the nostalgia aspect of MapleStory. It's like, you can't deny that these pixels have some kind of grip on our brains. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like the nostalgia for MapleStory is just so strong. I mean, that's why I still play the game now. Like, if I didn't know what MapleStory was now, I wouldn't be as into it, because like, if you look at this game, like, look at these sprites, like, it's just pixels, but it's very like, I don't know, it's just very addicting to me. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's kind of like, MapleStory is kind of like my drug. And it's gonna sound like weird, but like, MapleStory is like my drug. I love playing this game so much, and you know, if this game ever dies, I would be so sad, but like, you know, this game is nothing without the community. Like I said, going back to point 1, like, you can meet so many people, or whatever point that was, like, you can meet so many people in MapleStory, and like, this whole game would be nothing without its community. Like, all the people, all the guilds, like, shout out to all the guilds in MapleStory. Like, it's just so beautiful, like, how we formed like a community online. And like, sure, it can be a little bit toxic sometimes, and like, I try not to dive into that, but you know, MapleStory is just like, I don't know, like, I'm totally not high right now, guys. Like, I'm just talking about MapleStory like at like fucking 6 a.m. Where the fuck are the green snakes, you guys? What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna where the I'm like tripping, guys. Like, where the fuck is it? I thought I saw it. Like, maybe I was like hitting it. I didn't, because I have 11 of these. What the fuck? All right, I'm gonna just, where the fuck are they? Okay, maybe it's on the top. Yeah, I knew it. I'm just tripping, you guys. Like, I'm like reading a script on this to like make this video, guys, and like, I'm just I don't know, I'm like totally tripping right now. Yeah, I'll just kill the venom snakes and I'm good. This is the longest Monster Park run because I'm not focused right now. Like, I'm halfway here, so just don't mind me. All right, so we killed the green snakes. We're gonna find these dudes. So let's go ahead and do that. And then let's use my epic adventure. Let's pop my Maple Goddess blessing. I think it's gonna be in the middle, no? Okay, maybe third time's a charm. Okay, it's not in the middle. Let's check the left this time because it's always been on the left. Please be on the left. I swear to God, it's not on the left. It's not on the left. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I'm gonna just fucking kill this fucker. Okay, he's right here. I found him. Holy shit. Okay. Oh! Holy shit. I thought I iframed. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, he's going down. Goodbye. That should have been the first one. I should have bursted him like the first time. I don't know what the fuck happened. He like destroyed my burst. But holy shit, okay, finally. This is like my worst Monster Park solo run. I've done it like in one shot before. I don't know, I'm just aloof today. Yeah, okay, got my Monster Park EXP, very nice. All right, so I'm just gonna leave and then I'm gonna finish up my video. So yeah, okay, so number 5 is just nostalgia, right? I mean, these pixels are so like euphoric and like comforting to me. It's like, it's literally like MapleStory is like my therapy, you know? I love every moment I spend on Maple, and like, it feels like every second is not a waste. Like, sure, I waste a lot of time and money on this game, but it's like, the world of MapleStory is so magical to me. I'm sorry, this video sounds so cringe. It sounds so cringe. I'm so fucking sorry, but like, it's just, I love this game so much, and like, it's not only the people, but it's like the memories, it's the nostalgia, it's like the pixels, it's like like it's the love and like the effort and like the pixels that we put in this game. Like I don't know, I'm like having like a moment right now. Like like I freaking love MapleStory. Like I don't care if this game gets like really unpopular. I guarantee you this game, well, this game is a cult classic, to be quite honest with you guys. Like this game is a cult classic with people, like especially in the West. Like MapleStory is definitely more, it was definitely more popular in the West in like the 2000s. Now it's like kind of niche. Like I think a lot of people love MapleStory. They know what it is, but they don't play it anymore. But you know, MapleStory now is just kind of like I think like most of the people went to Reboot. Like I play in Reg server, I play in Reboot, so it's a little bit different. But I don't know, man. Like MapleStory is just very much, I think the pixels have like a long-lasting impact on our brains. Like I like played MapleStory when I was like 6, guys, and now I'm like or like 6 or 7 or 8 or something like that, like with my elementary school friends. And like now that I'm like 25 years old, like I'm literally in my mid-20s, it's just amazing. Like I don't know, like, okay, that's another thing actually. Like I forgot to put this in the video. Another thing I love about MapleStory is that the community is like nostalgic. People like me, so like the people that you meet on this game, like they have like legit 9-to-5 jobs. Like I've met so many dads and moms who play MapleStory. They have kids, guys. Like they have literal kids. Like comment below if you have like, if you're like an adult with like kids. Like I swear to God, like this is such a demographic in MapleStory. Like, oh, I have like, oh sorry, I have my kid. My kid is like doing this, and like I'm like talking to people on like Discord. I'm like, bro, you're a whole ass fucking dad. Like that's crazy to me. Like I don't know, it's just crazy. Like I mean, I'm 25. Like I could basically be a dad right now if I wanted to, like a really early dad, but I just choose not to. And yeah, I don't know, but I don't know if you guys like caught on, but like I'm like bisexual, so like I don't know, I probably not end up having kids because I'm just, I don't know, this is just a little TMI, but yeah. But yeah, I just love this game's demographic. So it's a lot. Like like all these people in MapleStory are like so old, like 30s, like 35. Like I've met like 30, like I've even met like 40-year-olds in MapleStory. It's like, it doesn't creep me out because like I hate playing with kids. Like you go in like League of Legends, like it's just full of kids. I hate kids. Like I don't mind kids, but I don't want to be around them when I'm like escaping from reality, because there's kids everywhere in real life. Like in MapleStory there's like 25-year-olds, 35-year-olds, like that age gap, like 25 to 35. It's like so much more. Like I like to talk to people who actually know how to do their taxes and don't live with their parents' basement or whatever. Like I mean, nothing wrong with that, but like I just like talking to people who are like way older than me or like around my age. So it's like, hey man, it looks like you've actually done something with your life. You have some experience in life. You're not just like a fucking fetus. Like you play like Fortnite, you play like fucking, I don't know, like Valorant, Overwatch. Those are probably full of kids. League of Legends are definitely full of kids, but yeah, man, I don't know. I just love how MapleStory is full of like adults. Like I can't deal with like kids, man. I just can't. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. This video is very chaotic, and I definitely blabbered and like stuttered a lot, and but I have it. That's why I wrote a script for this video. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you leave a comment below, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. If you disagree with me, you think I'm annoying, leave a dislike so I can get some feedback. I don't really care if you guys dislike my videos. Like I get some dislikes on my videos, which is fine. As long as you guys are being honest and you're just giving me honest feedback, I don't care. Like I'm not just saying that to be like, you know, to deflect, to like reverse psychology, like, oh, whatever. But anyways, if you guys, also I want you guys to comment below. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to comment below like what you love about MapleStory, and like if you agree with any of my points. Like if you love, for example, like the age demographic. Like one of my favorite things about MapleStory is like the fact that this game has such an older audience, and I love that. Or maybe like you agree with like, oh, you can do anything in MapleStory. Like I definitely feel that, and I don't know, just something like that. Like anything that you love about MapleStory, comment below. I want to hear what you love about MapleStory and why you still play it today if you're playing it. And if you don't play it, comment below why you don't play it or why you watch my videos. So yeah, just comment that below if you made it to the end of the video so I know that you watched it to the end, because I would love to see you guys interact with me and just know that you're fully immersed with my content on YouTube, you know. So yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the end of this video. So I don't know how long this video is, like 20 minutes. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. This is a really weird video of me just talking, but you guys are pretty much used to it at this point. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.